Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday and a good weekend. Well, today, guess what? We're going to start something new. I went to, as you can see, Modern Folk Embroidery, and this is a Yaka design. It's called Fraktur Hex cushion. I don't think I'll make it into a cushion, but yeah. So, I printed this out in black and white for various reasons, but it's easier for me to see, and the pattern was in black and white, as you can tell. But the picture was in color, and it was all done in a single color of like a lighter blue, not this bright blue, but you know, something more subtle or toned down that had a little dark a bit purple in it. You know what I mean? It just wasn't a bright blue. So I've been sitting here for probably a good hour and a half and trying to figure this out, because you know I see colors. I would like to do this. No, okay. I would like to do this in colors. So, you know, this is a vine, and the vine runs around, and then you got flowers, and you got birds in here, and other various little elements. But mostly flowers and birds and vine is like 90% of it. Then, on the other side of my brain, I saw, it says it gives a history. I can just get the page turned. That this is, they're talking about early 1800 Pennsylvania Dutch. And as you know, I kept down. Don't even. Yeah, she thinks she's going to get on the back couch and start yapping. Okay, so there is Pennsylvania Dutch in my ancestry, on my father's mother's side. So I looked that up. That only confused issues like too much. And it was all bright colors. I mean, what I could see. You know, I mean, that is very atypical of the Pennsylvania Dutch. Sorry, I was starving. I have my Pop-Tart here. I don't know. But prior to looking that up, I know, I have a lot of colors here. But we got 2 of them. So, I picked out, you know, some of the colors that I liked. And I'm thinking of making the flowers like, say, 3 colors of this, because there's tulip. Well, I don't call them tulip. They're called something else, and for the life of me, it's escaped my brain. But you see what I mean? Where I could do it like 3 or 4 colors, or just 2 or 3. You know, there's a lot of variables that could go on here. And then I'd like to make, I've got a lighter one of this turquoise type look. It's $9.59 and $9.64, so somewhere in between there's a lighter one. So I thought maybe I'd do some of them in 3 shades of this turquoise color as well. So yeah, and I'm having a very hard time. Now I picked this color trying to figure out what I would like outline the whole thing in, and I kind of like this 924 for the outline of the whole thing. There's an outline. I'm sorry, I'm pointing and you can't see. Let me bring you down. So, yeah. So, there's like an outside line, and then there's an inner line. So, I was thinking of using this as the outside line. I kind of wanted to do black, kind of didn't want to do black. So, yeah. So, we're just going to start. I opted. Now, the colors I picked for the vine going around this outside here is these two shades of green. So, this reminds me of like a Boston ivy. Now, I'm not going to make it all one color, so I'll do the outline, the little scrolly part. We're having a hell of a day here. The scroll part in the light, and then these in the dark, and then have this for the outside border. So those are the colors that we're working with today. Now, all these colors are like subject to change if I find something else. I did find in my bag of tricks, I have this lovely gold color, that I thought I could throw in there. So, and I might even put in some oranges, but I don't really want to put oranges if I have these colors here. I might find what's in between all this to use for that. But, yeah. So, we're just going to start with the green and start with the border, and that's what I'm kind of looking at. So, if you give me 2 seconds, I got to get everything together so I can start. I started at the top only because I get really tired of all this bunchy. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong as far as that goes. Sorry, I'm trying to get you in middle frame here. I don't know. I frankly don't know. Now, the pattern, I'm sorry, is, what was that? I've got it here. Just give me a second. I pulled all the top sheets off. I think it's 167. Don't quote me on that. 167 by 167. So it called for, this is 16 count, Ada. Of course, it's Country French Cafe Mocha, my favorite. This is the fabric that I was going to use for New Normal, and yeah, that ain't happening. Not even. But I just like this pattern, and I thought it lent itself to do whatever you wanted to do. And I didn't want to have another solid piece, that was just a single color. So anyway, this fabric is 25 across by 36. So it's like, what is that, a half a yard? No, it's more than a half. Well, okay, it's like a half a yard if you folded it, you know what I mean? Am I confusing anybody yet? I'm telling you, it's been a morning. It's been a morning. Oh, God. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. So we're just going to drag you up so you can see what's going on. But anyway, I was tired of having all that wad of fabric at the top when I'm trying to stitch from the bottom up. So we'll see. We will see. But, ouch. That was attractive. Let's stab ourselves right off the bat. So, what's everybody else up to? Do you have a nightmare going? I need to know. What is your nightmare? Oh, geez, Louise. It's kind of cold out there this morning. Like 13 degrees. I'm like, holy cow, we better get warmer. But we got the heat on, so we are just going with it. And of course I have to start left to right, which is not my favorite way to go. I'm using 2 strands as usual. And this color is 3012. I had 3012 and 3013. I went through one day when I was at the Stitch store, where they have fabric and mostly fabric, but they also have just DMC, and they have other things that I would never use, like to actually sew in a sewing machine thread. So we will see how this goes. And I'm starting way over here because it does have that thing. So hopefully we will have enough. It told me I needed a 22-inch piece of fabric, so we should have plenty. Oh goodness, I was so tired yesterday. I worked till 6. I don't know, just kind of everything all caught up with me at once, and I went to bed at 11 o'clock. I was out cold and woke up at like 12:30, and I talked myself out of, I think that's 5. Out of actually getting up and staying up for a couple more hours. No, I didn't. I fell back asleep and slept until 5 o'clock this morning. It was great. So, and I thought, I've been thinking about this pattern for about 2 or 3 days. I was looking at it before Thanksgiving, so yeah. Sorry. Kind of hungry today. And it was so cold when I got home. I made potato and onion soup for dinner. It was great. I loved it. Warmed me right up. And there's no crazy stitches. This is just cross stitch in this. Of course, you could do whatever you wanted to do. You know, you could make it look a whole bunch different than it already is. But I just, the first time I saw this, I saw it in colors. Because there's so many fine lines and things, so I don't know. The colors I picked, they look good, but until you stitch it, you know, it's kind of hard to see. That's why I said some of these colors might change. So we'll see how well it goes, but it's got to go better than New Normal, because New Normal, it just was not doing it for me. Maybe I'm too hung up in Death by Cross Stitch. It's like that. I mean, it's got like solid pieces to it, and I just it was not happening. Okay, we got to make a difference here. I got this pattern, and of course I printed it out, but I got it way up where I cannot see what I'm doing. But I just thought it'd look pretty all in different colors. It's just me. I can't. And I've always wanted to take one that was, it's monochromatic, yes. I should know these things. Monochromatic. And make it into something that showed all the different, you know, details of it. I think sometimes it's lost in a solid color. So that's just me. And I'll see if I can make it around there and do one of the little ivy things so you can see what that's going to actually look like. Problem is I want to sew it all at once, and then, you know, I can't stitch fast enough. But I thought we'd put some of the border in so you could see what it looked like. And it's kind of skeleton-y. You know, I mean, the only solid parts are the the leaves, you know, on the border. So that can't be too difficult. You just got to build the framework around it. And this was a really inexpensive pattern. I think it was $7.50. I don't know how you say that. £7, 50, whatever. In, what do you call it? Pounds. And then I think I paid $10 for it, this pattern. So it wasn't too terribly expensive. I just wanted it. And I've looked and looked and looked on Modern Folk Embroidery. I mean, they've got some beautiful things, but it's like, how far do you want to go? You know, yeah. You know me, let's just jump off a cliff. But, no. And like, I needed another project, but I wanted something fairly simple, you know. I didn't want to have, that's why I keep backing away from long dogs, because I just know it's a rabbit hole, and I just can't go there. Whoops. I missed the hole completely. So we'll see how it all comes together here. And I might just add colors as I go. I just have no idea. It's one of those up in the air things, and it's kind of like when you get one of those mandala color books. You know, you have 500 markers, but it's like, well, how do you build that? It's almost easier that way, but I don't know. I just saw this in color and had to have it. I make no excuses for myself. Whoops. I went over too far. So, yay. But it was kind of busy at work a bit. Where am I? Oh, for pity's sake. I'm lost already. Good gravy. What'd you put in, a whole 25 stitches? I'm telling you, some days are better than others. But I thought today I would work on my gnome and try to finish his beard. And whatever else has to be done. There's not too much to be done, so that's not too bad. Watched a little bit of Grey's Anatomy, and like I said, I was just kind of in a funk by the time I hit last night. I just was done. I couldn't stitch. I couldn't hardly see the fabric because it was just busy. And it had been, well, I had a busy day going back and forth to my son's, but I mean, busy at work and too much. Just way too much. This is a nice dark pattern. Everything, of course, is in the same symbol, so you're not looking too terribly hard. Which makes it a lot easier to see and put the colors in where it needs to be. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much this week. But I would like to try to finish the gnome this weekend, if I can. Because there's not really that much to do. It's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. You know how I am. We're almost to the top of this. Oh yay, at least I get to go in the right direction. I don't know what else I'll work on. I've been working a little bit at a time on the tiny treetops. So that's coming along. I didn't do any more yesterday at all. Just wanted to get yesterday over with and yeah, do nothing. But that's pretty much my way about for the past month. I'm just getting wore out, you know. Just tired of all of it. But stitching is the constant, you know. And I can sit down and concentrate on that and perhaps listen to music or listen to Netflix or something else. Okay, so we got there. Now we'll change colors. So we can see what that green's going to look like next to it. I like that 9-3. What did I say that was? It's a pretty green. 935. It's kind of a dark... Whoops. Yeah, that blue didn't help, did it? It's kind of a dark pine, if you will. I don't know. You can't really tell, can you? I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But yeah, I'd like to finish the gnome this weekend so I could figure out what the heck I'm going to do with it. Whoops. Oh, please. I forget I got the crappy scissors. They don't cut really well. I should use my scissor sharpener thing that I got. It might bring them up a little bit. They're just not the best. Of course, they were cheap, so. I don't know. I have a pair of scissors. They're here somewhere. I paid 99 cents for. I've had them for 8 years. And they got the same edge on them. So, yeah. All right. Now, let's see here. Give that a tail. At least we won't get it. I always catch it up with the needle, and that doesn't help. Then we got to cut it off. Get a hold of the scissors. Got my hoodie on because it was cold. Yeah, I'm about to burn up here. How many? I like it that, like they're facing, where's that pattern page? Oh, for pity's sake. The ivy go in 2 different directions, so it's like same, and then in between it's different. It's like facing this way, and then the other one's facing down, like that. It's cool. At least you don't get bored. They're not all the same. I was watching Married with Stitches, I think. Something like that. Those 2 guys, they're hysterical. They're just so funny. They have a good sense of color, though. That's what I like about them. They're Fortnite fabrics. But I haven't bought any of their fabric yet. No, what is wrong with this thread today? I'm not pulling very well. Okay, and then I gotta go up. Just to do that top part. Those 2 colors kind of go together. That's a good thing. But they have some beautiful fabric. I just love it. So maybe someday, when I get rich and famous, as my daughter loves to say, when I get rich and famous, I'm gonna buy. Drink coffee. I do love that turquoise color, though. God, I really love these turquoises. That's why I picked them. I should have picked the next shade up or down, you know. But they're beautiful. Just beautiful. God, I'm just in love with DMC. What can I say? I wish I had a room to have them all, but, you know, if I keep buying these big projects all the time, I gain a lot of thread. Now, some guarantee you're going to run through, but, man, how far? Past 2. Okay. My eyes have been itchy in the wind and the cold, and I don't know. You'd think I was allergic to something, but I don't have any known allergies. Well, I do, codeine, morphine, and aspirin, but that's medical. But as far as ragweed and stuff in the air, but when the wind starts blowing, it brings on all kinds of stuff and drives everything, it seems like, right up your sinuses. It's special. So, even if you didn't have allergies before, sometimes stuff just affects you. But I've never taken any allergy medicine. Unless it was, like when I broke my wrist, I had to take pain pills, of course. And I had to take Benadryl then, but that's about it. I mean, it's not like I would go get a Benadryl to help with the ragweed or whatever. So is that color going to work? What do you think? Let me bring you down. Whoops, I went the wrong way. So I think that's going to be okay. I think it'll, you know, pick up the, I can't even think today. I'm telling you, Saturday is my day to just regroup. I think it'll show up enough, is what I meant to say. Jeez. I'm telling you guys, I'm losing it. Just losing it. But I'm tired of being tired, so that's why I'm trying to go to sleep without having to take Tylenol PM or NyQuil to go to sleep. Now, sometimes I'm in so much pain, I gotta have some kind of Tylenol or ibuprofen, you know, but it's just stiff muscles that I just don't use. When I was cooking, I was using, it seemed like every muscle in my whole body. Does that make sense? But then you get lax and you don't do anything, and then you try to move, and oh yeah, it's great. That's why they always tell you, if you got arthritis, just keep moving. It'll loosen up sooner or later. Okay. Let me see. Okay, gotta come back. I had to figure out where I was at, guys. Figure it out. I gotta get a bag for this. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? That was terrible. I picked up the thread from the previous row. We don't want that, because it just messes up your stitches. Okay, we got that in. Now what? But I think this is fairly simple type thing. You know, pattern. It's pretty straightforward, is what I mean. You don't have to think too hard on it. or worry about 5 to 10 different color changes. Although I'm going to change a few things, but, you know, not everything is shaded. Oh, man, that just drives me insane. I mean, it looks beautiful when it's done. See, that's what I don't like about Hades. That is absolutely right there why I don't like Hades, because everything is shaded. Come on, give me some bright. I'm trying to get it down here where you can see. Sorry to make y'all dizzy. But, there's just too much confetti. It's like every third stitch is a different color, and I can't stand that. It's just not me. I can't. But yet, I don't want everything to look like it's out of a coloring book. You know what I mean? I don't know. I gotta have different colors, but not so in detail. I don't know. I'm just crazy that way. So. Oh, don't bark. Don't you dare. Oh, she didn't. Her ears perked up, though, boy. She was about ready to bark. That was funny. I'm like, don't you dare, and she just stopped. Mid halfway thinking about it. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, we've been up for a while. We've been up for like 3 or 4 hours now. I feel like it should be like noon. Okay. I'm going to have to get one of my clips here to hold that back. Just so I don't sew the edges in. But see, there's not a whole bunch of material. Well, you can. There's not a whole bunch of material right here. And all bunched up. I just can't work that way. It just drives me crazy. Okay, so that's what that one is supposed to look like. So that looks pretty good, huh? I think. I might have to go and get some more of this thread, but for right now, we're good. We got one skein. I know I have like 5 skeins of that 3012, only because Consider the Lilies, His Eyes on the Sparrow, and something. Oh, no. What was it? Something else I've used. But I have at least 5 skeins of that somewhere. So it's not like I can't find that one. Because I had to wait for that color from 123 Stitch when I went to order Consider the Lilies. They were out of 3012 and 3011 and 3013. A skein of each of them here. And like I said, they usually cost $1 a piece here, so I'd rather get it on 123 Stitch. And I have no other places close by that I can use or go get thread. Walmart has like 25 colors. It's not a big Walmart. It's not one of your stores. Blah. So, well, let me know what you think about this. About the colors I picked, or if you have any more ideas. I was thinking maybe, sorry for the reach, this is a good color to add in there, in that mix, you know, with the darks. I don't know. I have a whole bunch about that color of blue. It's like a iridescent purplish. This is, but I have a dark blue that I started. Here it is. It's down here at this corner because I'm not frogging it out. But it's, oh, I don't know. I don't know what the number is. Don't ask me. But that's what I used to start that, and it's horrible. Yeah. I just can't go there with it. No, not happening. Even if I do love the elephant. I might have to just make the elephant in a little ornament. I don't. Just because I love the elephant. The elephant's the best part of the whole thing. Because the rest of it, it's a nightmare. And I quit hoity-toity. It was too much 310. And I can't see where I'm stitching. It's just bad. I mean, I'm fine if I just do a line, or maybe 2. and then we're good. But if I have to do a whole section in black, it ain't happening. It just isn't happening. Not for these eyes. Alright, guys. Let me put that back. I might actually need that for something. I don't know. I buy carabiners and rings for things, but I decided I really don't have a place to hang my thread. So, yeah. Not happening. So, but I think that the green's going to be okay, and then we're going to use this, whoops, if I can get it out, this dark blue to outline everything. I think it'll pick up the green and make it look a little bit darker. I think it'll be fine for that part. And then we'll have to figure something out. I'd like to get over there to the flowers and stuff. Well, I'm showing you at this corner, but it's closer. It's a symmetrical design. I'll just put it that way. So, yeah. But it's light and it's airy, and that's what I liked about it. Just beautiful. I don't know what color I'm going to do the birds. We'll just decide that when we go. This is going to be add the color as we go. Because if I don't like it, I'm going to rip it out and use a different color or a different shade. That's what happens when you have too many choices. So we'll see. Alright, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. And that way you will know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Saturday and a good rest of your weekend. We will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep stitching and doing all the things. God bless. Bye-bye.